he was calm, I release.
You're not. See, I would have tried to put that halter on, that bridle on, and I would have messed it up.
Well, you would have just done what every human does. We think about the destination. We rarely think about the journey.
See, I've been walking him, and I do the commands, whoa, and he's been responding very well to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the introduction of the bit is something totally different.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. What's your name
it's just
said
making
start with the bit.
Like I said, I made my dog gun shy.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's one thing that I know over 30 plus years of working with a horse. They're actually not permanently damageable.
Well, no, and even Sadie's recovering from it. I can shoot a shotgun around her now. The 12 gauge is a little tough, but the 20 is fine for her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But I just wanted somebody to do it the right way.
So, things to keep in mind. The most important thing is a horse actually learns from the release of pressure. Okay? The release. Not the pressure itself. Everybody thinks it's the pressure itself. It's when I let go of him that he learns. Not when I'm controlling him, but when I let go of him. So, this is pressure. Whenever I pick up this bit and I rub his face, this is pressure. Now, he is not learning from this pressure. He learns from when I let go of the pressure. A horse learns from peace, not discord, not discipline, but peace.
So when you pull back on the reins on a horse, that bit pushes up against the upper portion of its mouth.
It actually pulls back on the lips and down on the bottom bars.
That is telling him to stop.
Nope, that's not telling him to stop. It gives him a reason to search for an answer. What tells him to stop is when his feet stop and you let go of the reins. That's what teaches him to stop.
Okay, so you're giving him an indicator by pulling back on the reins and that bit.
Correct. But that means nothing if you don't let go.
Should she have a whip?
I have no idea.
I don't
The little guy
think so.
looks to me like he's got plenty of go in him.
Yeah.
He's not like standing still a whole lot. Okay?
He's only, he's pushing 2 years?
Yeah, he'll be 2 on March 3rd.
All of a sudden he's bridled. Now again,
He's not liking it.
it's okay. But this is pressure, isn't it? Now, he learns nothing from that pressure
That was
until...
way too big for him.
I think that's the smallest we have, isn't it?
No, I think that was one of the bigger ones.
So we just let him, I just hang with him. Let him play with it. What I'm looking for is for him to go, oh, it's just something in my mouth. Right there's a nice change.
Should we go with a straight bar or should we just...
You need, I have never done harness work. I couldn't tell you. I know that a straight bar is something I don't use on one of my horses until they've got at least 4 years of training under their belt. But my horses move laterally for 3 years. In other words, in circles. My horses move in circles for 3 years, or in arcs, before I take them straight. Unfortunately, you have a contraption that makes him go straight from day one. So I don't know. I'm not of an authority in that direction. I do know how to bridle him. Okay? So again, he's working on being quiet.
See, he's responsive. He's
He's a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
but I mean, what's cool is you're able to handle him. We are able to handle him. And I think we can create him to drive. And it'll be a good stepping stone into getting onto those 3 nightmares.
Cool.
Well, one of them's not quite such a nightmare, but
Well, 2 of them aren't nightmares. One's a nightmare.
We'll take them for interviews and we'll give you
oh, can
a
you?
better.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking for the right person to check these guys out.
Well,
We had
your
a-
dear husband's tried to get me over here for quite some time, and I have had a little bit of a life, so
We had
haven't made it.
a neighbor who was an expert. She was renting a house from us, and she was an expert in
In her
We ended up
world,
with-
she was an expert.
those 3.
Mm-hmm.
And she knew a lot, but
We all know our
There-
portion.
right.
Mm-hmm.
He's not taking that bad.
Well, this is, again, most important piece. I need you to be literal about when you do something. You do it until what happens, sweetheart? Well, until you're kind of pleased with what he's doing. Okay? So, ways you know see how he's kind of calm, he's chill? Would that be a behavior you'd like?
It's kind of like she's seen 1,000 episodes of Caesar Milan with the dogs,
Okay.
and he's taught.
You've got a good start then. I
Yeah.
love Caesar. Caesar's he'd make an excellent horse trainer.
He's very literal and
So, okay, so I'm going to leave
Logical.
his bit in his mouth. Okay? Until. See how he's kind of quiet? He's moving his mouth, but mentally you'd say he's kind of sound. Now that wasn't, was it? Kind of threw his head up. He's kind of like, uh-uh. But when he gets quiet again, so I'd call that quiet. I'm going to take it back out of his mouth. Now, he didn't learn from the bit being in his mouth. He learned from when I took the bit out of his mouth. Interesting way of thinking about it, correct? But that's how a horse is trained.
I was honestly gonna throw the bit and the bridle on him,
Mm-hmm.
and Brady, works on a ranch, I was gonna hook a lead rope onto both sides of her,
Mm-hmm.
both sides of him, and just try to start training him.
Oh, that's fine. Now that we've got this bit thing handled, I'm going to do it a couple more times, and then I'm going to have you get me the contraption, and we'll put that in. But to begin with, it was too much.
yeah.
Have you ever gone to work and somebody gave you such a list of things to do, you were just overwhelmed and couldn't possibly achieve them?
Yeah.
Have you ever had that occurrence?
Bed trainer.
Too many details? Way too many details, way too many things? Well, it'll freeze you up and it'll set you to fail. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But if I give you the little parts, one little part, set you up to succeed at it,
Get on that spreadsheet too.
uh-huh. And then appreciate you for your effort and understanding, you can take on a bigger project next time.
Should we give him a reward? Should we get some grain or something?
You just
Nah.
got a reward.
Yeah.
Peace.
She took it out.
See, we think food teaches horses. I'm going to say it again. Peace, release is what teaches a horse.
Okay.
Being peaceful, being calm, taking the pressure off, standing next to him. Just being present to him, not making him do anything. That's what's going to make him understand you. And it's also going to cause him to want to be with you. If you're always making him do things, you ever been around a human being that tells you to do things 24/7 and never stops telling you to do things? Do you find yourself wanting to spend a whole lot of time with them? Probably not. Now the person that has you do something, you go do it, they leave you to do it your way, right? After you've achieved that thing, they appreciate what you've done. They let you go mull over that congratulations. And then they ask you, hey, you know, could we go do this? And you're invited to go do this? They hang out with you while you figure it out?
Okay, then why don't you give it a try?
Just a second. We're not done yet. She's still learning. He's all chill. We tell him thank you. We take it away. Make sense, sweetheart?
Yeah.
We do not eat in my presence.
Out of everyone here next to you, Caitlin is very good, even with the big horses. She corrects me. Don't let them eat grass. She pulls up on them.
Because it's just like when you're watching Caesar, correct? The dogs aren't allowed to be out there paying attention to everything else in the pack, are they? That's why they sit next to you and they wait next to you.
Oh,
Yes? Same thing with a horse. They get to eat how many hours a day?
A lot.
How many hours do they spend with you? Might be minutes, yes? Well, in those minutes, they could at least be with you. Yes?
So you're not asking a whole lot.
Oh, you're not asking anything.
Yeah.
Okay. You're asking them to do one simple thing. If you wanted to correlate it to people, I might call you up and have a conversation with you. Correct? Might be 20 minutes of your day, might be an hour. Now, if you were kind enough to actually sit down and listen to me for that whole 20 minutes, how much more often am I going to want to spend time with you? Pretty often. Now, compare that to I'm on the phone with you and you're busy doing anything but just sitting there and listening to me. I'm going to feel that, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to want to call and talk to you very often? No. Same thing with a horse eating.
Go put her in.
I've tried.
Oh.
Get the treat.
It's just they're loud and it's distracting and it's all we're gonna hear on this video.